Szevasztok! Széltúló vagyok a LootMastaZ-tól, és egy szolgálati közleménnyel tartozok. A Strategic Mind Blitzkrieget hát egyenlőre hanyagolnunk kell, mert, mint azt láttátok az előző videóban, elég cefetül elkezdett kidobálni. Lényegileg valami kernel problémát ír ki nekem, amit innen munkáról egyenlőre nem vagyok se okos, se képes kijavítani, tehát egy reinstallhoz otthon kellene lennem. Úgyhogy egyelőre a Strategic Mind Blitzkrieg talomban kerül, de erről jut eszembe Jancsi és Juliska pornófilm adaptációja, ahol elhangzik egy olyan örökérvényű mondat, hogy a házasság előtt a szex bizony tabu, de hogy ne maradj gondban, itt a hátsó kapu. Úgyhogy mi most egy hátsó kaput fogunk alkalmazni, és belevágunk a Strategic Mind Pacific-be, mint azt, ahogy a képernyőn is lássátok, itt bizony repülőgépek, csatahajók lesznek agyba, főbe. Ebben a játékban van amerikai és japán. Úgyhogy mi az amerikai kampányba fogunk most belekezdeni, és megnézzük, hogy Nimitz admirálissal mire tudunk kijutni. Storytelling-en játszunk, vagy inkább Customer.
Newly appointed Commander-in-Chief of the U.S. Pacific Fleet. Your task is to bring together all the U.S. naval forces demoralized by a series of disgraceful defeats, strengthen them, heighten their spirits, and prepare to turn the tide of the Pacific War.
Nagyon jó. Köszönjük szépen.
Greetings and good morning, Hawaii. You're listening to Radio Honolulu. Today, December the 7th, the weather is perfect, and we would like to bring this song for the listening pleasure of all U.S. military personnel on Hawaii.
Jenny, why aren't you eating? Mom, is Daddy going to leave us again today? Yes, Jenny. You know full well that he's on duty, even on Sundays.
Hey, you two. I have a surprise for both of you. I took the day off, so I could spend the entire day with two beautiful ladies.
We get to play with Daddy today!
Don't worry. The Arizona will somehow manage without me for one whole day.
Hát gondolom, hogy nem december 7-én. Aznap pont nem. sok minden maradt az egész hajókból. De úgy nézem, azért repülők is kaptak.
Mommy? 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 Get up! Mommy, please, get up! Mommy! Please, please, get up! Mommy! Please.
This is preposterous. Utterly preposterous. Our Pacific Fleet has been destroyed at Pearl Harbor, clearly demonstrating an unprecedented level of complacency and incompetence in our high command. On top of all this disastrous news, our territories in the Pacific are being captured by the Japanese daily. Gentlemen, this cannot be allowed to continue. Admiral Nimitz, you are hereby appointed the new Commander-in-Chief of the United States Pacific Fleet. I expect you to fully engage the Japanese and put an end to this nonsense immediately. You must save our nation. Do I make myself perfectly clear?
Mr. President, indeed, the situation is dire. However, I'm convinced that decisive actions will swing the balance in our favor.
Mr. President, the appointment of Chester Nimitz is the best thing that you could have done to put the Japanese in their place. Together we will protect our country from the Japanese threat.
It is my direct command to you, Admiral Nimitz, that the Japanese offensive in the Pacific be completely thwarted.
Yes, sir.
Ernest, Chester, do not let our country down.
Oh my God, it is worse than in the newspapers. Oklahoma, capsized, 429 dead. Arizona, exploded, 1,177 dead. We have lost so many brave seamen, and it all happened in 1 hour. How many more have to die before we end this war?
I hope that we can get back at those damn Japs, sir.
We have to regain our strength first. Then retaliate at the right moment. And here comes my fleet.
Hát elég nyomorék flotta.
Enter.
Naval Intelligence Officer Lieutenant Commander Layton, reporting for duty as ordered, sir.
At ease, Lieutenant Commander. Give me the situation report.
The Japanese carrier task force is headed in
I
a...
read the report, Layton. I am interested in the officer's mood, not the statistics.
Well, after everything that happened, sir, everyone expects to be relieved of duty. I'm also willing to take responsibility for our collective failures, sir. Who should I transfer my duties to?
Sit down, Lieutenant Commander. Lieutenant Commander, I've scrutinized the report and the attack on the Pearl Harbor. I have come to the conclusion that you and the other officers are not to blame. It could have happened to anyone. It's my sincere hope, Leighton, that you and all the other men will remain in your assigned duties. America most assuredly needs you.
Well, Admiral, we all know this is a catastrophe, sir. Our Pacific Fleet is all destroyed.
No. I would not say that's true. Our aircraft carriers are still in good shape. So, despite the devastating blow, it's still too early for us to give up. This is especially true in your case, Leighton. You have spent years in Tokyo, and you studied the Japanese mentality and their traditions, and know them better than anyone else. Your knowledge is an invaluable asset. Edwin, let's assume that you are Admiral Yamamoto. What would your next move be?
Well, sir, I would focus on this southern region, sir. The Japanese are in dire need of fuel. So they're going to have to occupy New Guinea. And then all the nearby islands which are rich in oil. At the same time, they should try to capture Port Moresby, which is to support any subsequent invasion of Australia.
That is exactly what I have assumed as well. And that is where we're going to stop them.
From the Commander-in-Chief, United States Fleet, Admiral Ernest King, to the Commander-in-Chief, United States Pacific Fleet, Admiral Chester Nimitz. The situation in the Pacific Theater has deteriorated rapidly over the last 4 months. The Japanese have seized vast operational areas and are now on the verge of invading Australia. The Port Moresby base in New Guinea is the last obstacle in their way. Its loss would be a catastrophe for our defence in the Pacific Southwest sector. Intelligence reports a group of Japanese transport ships which are being escorted by a carrier will soon be heading to Port Moresby for a troop landing and deployment. Further, be advised, 2 Japanese carriers left the base in Rabaul. They are assumed to have been ordered to the Coral Sea to provide air cover for the landing operation. The Southwest Sector Commander, General MacArthur, will try to hold Port Moresby at all costs. Unfortunately, his forces are insufficient to carry this out. Only the Navy can stop the Japanese. I command you to send a carrier task force to the Coral Sea to detect and destroy the Japanese invading forces.
From Admiral Nimitz to Admiral King, I sent Task Force 17, including carrier Yorktown, to intercept the anticipated Japanese attack.
Admiral Fletcher reports. Task Force 17 has reached the designated location.
Great. Your next step will be to join forces with Task Force 11, located near the island of San Cristobal. To establish contact, your ships must arrive at the specified area. Upon uniting our fleet, locate and eliminate the Japanese forces. According to intelligence reports, the enemy is expected to attack from the north. Bear in mind that after the bombing of Pearl Harbor, every major naval vessel counts. Under no circumstances can we allow for the loss of the Yorktown. Without such a valuable combat unit, our defeat would be imminent.
Na, végre mindenki befogta a száját. Szóval több dolog is felötlik bennem. Mindenek előtt az a kislányos bevezető, hát igen, lányos apaként igen földhöz vágott. De hát igen, kellemetlen, ott nem igazán tudtam mit mondani, nem igazán tudtam szóval jutni. Másik dolog, ami szembeötlő, jó, kap be, az pedig az, hogy Nimitznek és
Great. Take command of all ships. Yorktown alone would not stand a chance against the Japanese, but a joint fleet with 2 carriers has a good chance of winning this battle.
Szóval, hogy Nimitznek és Haldernek egy a hangja. Tehát ugyanaz a szinkronszínész adta a hangot mind a két fő karakternek.
Send fighters to intercept the enemy plane.
Mobile airfield at your disposal.
We are high in the sky. We keep the skies clean.
The aircraft has been shot down.
Great. We made sure he was not able to reveal our location.
Jó. Szóval, mik a feladatok? Hold Port Moresby, the carrier Yorktown must remain seaworthy. És mindenre van ugyebár kemény 10 körünk. Port Moresby pedig len itt van. Na most ezt hogy oldjuk meg? Hát nézzük csak. Vannak itt nekünk tenger alatt járóink.
We aim for the sky.
Hát mozogni már semmivel nem fogok. Úgyhogy akkor egyenlőre end turn, azt meglássuk, mi sül ki a dologból.
My pilots spotted a group of Japanese warships heading for Tulagi Island. Apparently, they are planning to seize the island. Our garrison does not stand a chance against an attack. However, your fleet is capable of overpowering any invading forces. Now would be the perfect time for intervention. The troops on their transport ships are extremely vulnerable. You must help my men protect Tulagi.
I'd rather not take the reports of MacArthur's army pilots at face value. They are not accustomed to naval operations and can give us an incorrect assessment of the situation. We have to send our reconnaissance float plane to scout the area around Tulagi.
Jó, tehát hová kell küldeni? És honnan tudok én olyat keríteni?
How may I be of assistance?
All these fancy new carriers will not replace good old 400mm naval guns.
Szóval...
We're on a floating fortress.
Te mi vagy? Colorado class, Northampton, Clemson. Szóval ezen van olyan, hogy seaplane. Hát hogyha
ammunition and fuel icons next to unit strength will allow you to quickly get important information about it.
Csit legyen, ezt már mind tudjuk. Azt mondja, destroy Tulagi invasion force. Szóval ide valahová kellene kicsappantanom egy ilyent. Vigyük el ide valahova.
Good. Now we know for sure what's going on around Tulagi.
Szóval akkor...
Providing air cover. Evasive maneuvering is in order.
We will rock your world.
El is küldjük ide a flottát.
Guarding the perimeter. Searching for enemy subs.
Ready to launch our Air Force. Yes, sir.
Már hogy ennyi részét. Annak elégnek kellene lennie. A többi
We aim
részét
for the sky.
pedig
Ships
tömörítsük
consist of various
itten.
ship parts such as hull, engine, main gun, second gun, anti-aircraft gun, and others.
Jó, ezt is tudjuk már.
I'm claustrophobic, you know. Underwater we glide.
Reporting as ordered. Are we on a scouting mission?
Jó, tehát ez az előző körben, ez az előző körben működött. Ezek pedig a rombolók, akiket nem fogunk tudni csak így egyszerűen eltenni láb alól. Úgyhogy azt fogjuk játszani, amit szoktunk a Blitzkriegben is, hogy elküldjük a vadászgépet,
Was this the target we were supposed to kill? Who cares?
jó, még jobb is lényegileg.
Aircraft carrier, or simply carrier, is a mobile floating airfield at your disposal. Each carrier can carry several aircraft units on board. You can see the exact carrier capacity in its combat parameters. It also has a huge storage of ammunition and fuel on board, which is used to refuel and rearm aircraft units upon landing, as well as for the carrier's own.
Azt mondja, hogy fogjuk akkor az egyik zuhanó bombázót.
The sound of falling bombs is soothing in a way. The skies are
Fogjuk a
calling.
másik bombázót. 0, azt mondja. Tényleg 0. Hát tényleg 0.
It's raining death.
We're on a floating fortress.
Jó, hát az ágyúim odáig nem tüzelnek, azért el. Úgyhogy egyelőre majd csak így. Azért kapja. Remélhetőleg túléli.
Tactical bombers are flying artillery and a great tool for wreaking havoc on any enemy troops, although you have to be careful of the anti-aircraft units overwatch and fire support. It is better to scout the enemy positions before sending in bombers. Do not leave your tactical bombers without protection. Remember, they are a prime target for enemy fighter planes.
Did you check for the enemy submarines? Fire! It's raining hell! Our shelling leaves no survivors.
Let's see who has the bigger caliber. Our guns are too big to fail.
Nagyon jó.
Escort ships are the glue that holds the Navy together.
Ezt meg is torpedozzuk. Utána pedig
We have crushed the Japanese invasion force. Tulagi is safe.
Well done. For the first time during this war, our Navy gave the Japanese their due. I hope that we will build on this victory.
I hope there'll be no enemy fighters.
We are high in the sky. Yahoo!
Nagyon jó. Ezekkel pedig len.
All these fancy new carriers will not replace good old 400mm naval guns.
All
Jön
systems are
egészen
go.
idefelé.
We're always on time.
Should we not get paid better? It is so boring in here. Can we attack?
Még egyelőre nem tudom, hogy mire lesznek jók, de majd valamire biztosan. Na most nézzük csak a repülőket. Van itt én nekem ez a...
Carrier-based aircraft is different from ordinary aviation, as it can land and take off from carriers. It
Sérült
can resupply
cuccom.
ammunition and fuel and restore its damage on board a carrier. It can also change its equipment while on a carrier. However, in order to be reinforced, it has to land at an airfield.
Az megtörtént. És akkor end turn.
Sir, we have intercepted a radio exchange between the ships of a large Japanese fleet northwest of Tulagi Island. It's moving southward.
The Japanese main carrier force approaches. We will engage and destroy it.
Azt mondja, hogy northwest.
Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum.
Northwest az valahol itt lesz, ugye? Hát nem itt lett.
Reporting as ordered. Patrolling the area. You require an escort. Patrolling the area.
Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum.
Capital ships are equipped with long-range, powerful main guns capable of striking through an armored deck. Secondary guns can repel approaching escort ships with barrage fire. Capital ships are vulnerable to submarine and aircraft attacks, but they require an escort of destroyers. However, artillery strikes from guns with low attack value cannot pierce their armored deck.
Jó. Nem tudom, ezekkel pedig
Do we get to blow up some enemy vessel?
nem tudom, hogy mit csináljunk. Egyelőre talán... vonuljunk Port Moresby irányába.
We reach for the stars.
You can see us? Are we going home?
Providing air cover.
I'm claustrophobic, you know.
Illetve ez a repülőgép.
No hurry at all. Just over 200 miles an hour.
Jöjjön és szálljon le ide. És akkor egyelőre jók is vagyunk. Oda süss!
Damage is indicated with the numbers above the unit being attacked. For ground and aircraft units, there are two types of damage, lethal and non-lethal.
Sir, according to the radio interception, enemy carriers are preparing to launch an air attack on our ships. Transport ship Neosho and destroyer Sims, bound for Port Moresby. The Japanese mistakenly identified them as a carrier and a cruiser.
We must protect our convoy!
I couldn't agree more. Nonetheless, I have to point out that sending carrier-based aviation against Neosho and Sims would temporarily leave the Japanese carriers helpless. It would be the perfect moment for us to take out the enemy carriers.
Jó, szóval, hogy ők itt vannak, akkor azt fogjuk csinálni.
Providing air cover.
Mi a húgyolmány?
Should we not get paid better?
Nincs. Fogytán van az üzemanyagom? Ez rohadtul érdekes.
Guarding the perimeter. Are we on a scouting mission?
Well, at least we have an insignia.
The submarine is an invisible enemy unless it is detected via...
Jó, azt is tudjuk. Jó, egyenlőre foglalkozzunk akkor itt a történésekkel. Azt mondja, hogy van nekünk itten légvédelmünk.
Continue the onslaught. Got him. Fire all guns. Got him.
You don't need islands when you have carriers. Can't we just stay away and launch planes? Hey! Where are our escort ships?
Fighter planes are vital for gaining air superiority. Keep your fighters close to Allied aircraft you want to protect, and they will provide fire support. Fighters are able to attack ground targets, although with low efficiency. They can use the Overwatch breakthrough skill to counter enemy anti-aircraft fire and clear the way for tactical bombers.
Nézzük csak. Tehát elvileg nyugatról jöttek. Kicsapunk még egy földerítőt. Nos, ez kellemetlen. De legalább megtaláltuk, hogy hol vannak. Itt van két repülőgép szállítójuk.
300 millimeters of armor is no joke. Did you check for the enemy submarines? Our guns are too big to fail. Time to wreck some holes. Let's see who has the bigger caliber.
Nem tudom elhinni, hogy túlélték.
Bang! 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 Oh, bang the bastard for good.
A destroyer is an escort ship equipped with medium caliber naval guns, anti-aircraft guns, torpedoes, and anti-submarine depth charges. It is inferior to capital ships in terms of combat potential. However, it is able to detect enemy submarines with sonar and destroy them with depth charges. A destroyer also provides fire support versus air attacks.
From Admiral Nimitz to Admiral King. During the battle in the Coral Sea, our task force has sunk 2 Japanese carriers.
From Admiral King to Admiral Nimitz, I admire your skillful actions, which have resulted in heavy losses for our enemies.
Soha jobbat, ugye?
Take them out. Escort ships are the glue that holds the Navy together. Patrolling the area.
bírok lőni a francia. No mindegy.
All systems are go. Going the extra mile to carry out your orders, sir.
We're eager to fly. On the ground, everything's so hectic.
Nem küldjük ki. Nem küldjük ki. De hogy ezekkel mire fogok jutni, ez még nagy kérdés.
Like a huge fishy.
All these fancy new carriers will not replace good old 400mm naval guns.
We go against the tide.
Megyünk Port Moresbyre, hát most valami majd csak kialakul.
Outmaneuvered.
Jó. Szóval te pedig lekótya vegyél
Ready to launch
ide.
our Air Force.
We keep the skies clean.
This is an enemy unit. Right-click on it for more information.
Carriers are the main instrument of modern warfare. Fire!
Ez is van lőve.
There we go.
Unseen for the enemy. We'll like swimming. Not really.
Is there anything better than serving on a US battleship? I don't think so.
How may I be of assistance? Seeking out the enemy.
I'm fed up with seeing the same ugly mugs every day.
Itt volt egy repülőgép, akit lelőttünk, ugye? Úgyhogy gyere is ide.
Yahoo!
Egyelőre maradja valamodon.
We cut through the air.
We will rock your world. Aye, aye, sir.
Your trust is well placed.
Jó, többiek maradjanak nyugton. Azt hiszem beletenyereltünk a tutiba. Hát mi a hétszenség ez itt, kérem szépen.
Aren't we supposed to carry planes, not kill them?
From General MacArthur to Admiral Nimitz. Air reconnaissance has spotted a large group of Japanese transport ships approaching Port Moresby from the north. It looks like the landing operation is about to begin. All ships and aircraft have been engaged. We've thrown everything we have at it, and it's still not enough. I demand immediate assistance from the Navy.
From Admiral Nimitz to General MacArthur. Copy that. Task Force 17 is ready to defend Port Moresby.
Lényeg, hogy ő dimendül. Érted?
Our attitude is as crazy as our altitude. We'll hunt them down.
Jó.
Is there anything better than serving on a US battleship? I don't think so. Finally, we get to use our guns. One volley of our shelling worth more than my house.
Reporting as ordered. Enemy ahead. Requesting fire support. Providing air cover. Seeking out the enemy. Continue the onslaught.
Eltüntetni ezt.
Take them out. Continue the onslaught. Guarding the perimeter. Keep firing! Remember the U.S., bastards! Patrolling the area. Continue the onslaught. Providing air cover.
Ez kimondottan csak légvédelmi ágyú? Aha, szóval nem kombinált egység,
We will rock your world.
hanem...
Mobile airfield at your disposal. In full flight.
Jó.
I fly the newest model in my sleep. We're teaching them statistics forcefully. If the infantry is the heart of the armed forces, the air force is their soul. We'll get there in no time.
Jó. Nem tudom, hogy hol van a többi egység.
And send for the enemy. Are we going home?
Föltételezésem szerint valamerre erre lesz.
Our world is full of wonders. Carriers are one of them.
It is so boring in here. Can we attack?
Guarding bigger vessels. Are we on a scouting mission?
Your ship is barely afloat. Its whole HP is extremely low. Any further damage is likely to be fatal. You should move the ship away from the front lines, or it can wait for the end of the operation and much needed repairs.
Jopp. Szóval elvesztettünk egy... Mi az összet?
We had been pilots before we were born. It is the United States Air Force, you stupid bastards.
Let's not exceed our range.
Leszállás.
The skies are calling.
We will rock your world. You can expect our timely arrival. Oh yes, we'll show them our main gun. We have big guns, if you know what I mean.
You can see the world's harmony in the skies. We bring death on our wings.
Escort ships are the glue that holds the Navy together. Hostile units nearby. Keep firing! Your trust is well placed. Keep firing! Keep firing!
És nem akar megpusztulni.
Our world is full of wonders. Carriers are one of them. Go suck a lemon!
We are high in the sky.
Nem akarsz megpusztulni?
All these
Na figyelj.
fancy new carriers will not replace good old 400mm naval guns.
Let's see who has the
Szerintem
bigger
ebben
caliber.
akarsz.
Time to wreck some holes.
One volley of our shelling worth more than my house. We have big guns, if you know.
Admiral Nimitz to Admiral King. The Japanese landing force was destroyed. The enemy threat to Port Moresby was annihilated.
From Admiral King to Admiral Nimitz. For the first time in this war, the Japanese offensive has been thwarted. You and your men have achieved a glorious victory. I congratulate you. From Admiral King to Admiral Nimitz. Congratulations on the first victory. You proved to be an outstanding strategist and a strong-willed commander. Your decisive actions in the spirit of the best naval traditions made us all proud of the US Navy.
De jó nekünk. Jopp. De van én nekem itt még valamim. Őket el kell, hogy érítsük.
We live to fly. Godspeed.
Yep.
Neosho and Sims have arrived at Port Moresby. They are finally safe.
Yep. Akkor lényegileg mindennel meg vagyunk. A Control All Flags az kimarad. +2 Air Defense to the HQ units granted by Greek government in exile. Jó. Ezzel ki tudok békülni.
Mr. President, I have great news for you, sir.
Go ahead, Ernest.
Mr. President, we have prevented the Japanese from completing their plan to occupy Port Moresby, sir. The Japs will not show up there again. The Australian region is now safe.
Congratulations! Our first major battle with the Japanese, where we have been victorious. Our new Commander-in-Chief of the Pacific Fleet, Chester Nimitz, has proven that our trust in him was well placed.
Te mondod. Szóval akkor így néz ki a bázisunk. Units Layton Campaign Map. Na mi a következő? A következő Battle of Midway. Úristen! Szóval engage Japanese naval forces, destroy the enemy carriers and protect Midway Atoll. Major naval battle, aircraft carrier battle, enemy landing forces. Ez hol van? Midway itt. Oké, és azt mondja, hogy van lényegileg 8000 presztízsünk. Hát Hát ez izé. Hogy is van, azt mondja, hogy nem level up-olni, hanem upgrade-elni lehet. Clemson class, Fletcher class. A Wildcat-et upgrade-eljük. Dauntless. És a Devastator. Lehet belőle Avenger. Oké. Jó. Nézzük csak az equipmenteket. Azt mondja Marine Squad. Present Marine Squad on any suitable terrain. 3 move points. This can be used to capture the unprotected of the enemies such as seaport, maritime hub. Marine Squad returns on board. Jó. Kamuflás plusz egy kamuflás. Legyen. Azt mondja, hogy hangar enlarged hangar. Azt mondja plusz egy carrier capacity, szóval hogy ne 3-at, hanem 4 repülőt tudjon vinni, 500 pénzét. Bogáti. Ez mi? Plusz muníció, plusz üzemanyag. Ez is 250-be kerül. Nem baj, legyen kamuflás. Nézzük a rombolókat. A rombolóknak legyen torpedója, ugye? Mert az kell. És mi ez a smoke generátor? Ezek ilyen ködvető, igen. Nem számít, kamuflírozzunk. Itt is legyen torpedó. És kamuflás. Na, azt mondja, van nekünk egy olyanunk, hogy tenger alatt járó. Tenger alatt járó torpedó nélkül mit ér? Improved Optics plusz egy spotting range. Nézzük, ez azt mondja, hogy ez vadászgép. Paper drop mi? Ez 10 fuel. Ez use. Aha, értem már. Igen, ez a Blitzkriegben nem volt, tehát ez ilyen valami papír alakú drop tank, tehát kevesebb üzemanyag fér bele, de nem veszi el a muníciót úgy, mint a rendes drop tank. Tehát ezek úgyse fognak nagyon messzire menni a vadászgéptől. Detects enemy aircraft within 4 hex. Half the nighttime penalty. Hülye vagy? Persze. Plusz egy spotting. Aircraft radar mindenképpen. A többi meg majd még gondolkodunk. Ez torpedós cucc, ugyebár az Avenger. Úgyhogy a torpedón kívül kapjon még radárt, mert annyi kell neki. Azt mondja, hogy van kétféle torpedó. Van ez a torpedó, és ez a torpedó. Mi a különbség a kettő között? Torpedó shellhole. Fogalmam nincs. Valami lényege biztos van. Jó, akkor vásároljunk még némi egységet. Oha! Ez aranyos. Heavy Cruiser Northampton class. Igen, ilyenünk volt az előbb egy Northampton, ha jól emlékszek. 3100 basszus. Jó, ő is kapja a Marine Squadot. Meg a kamuflást. Nagy hajók mindig kellenek. Carrier 1700. De ha veszek még egy carriert, akkor ahhoz kell venni repülőgépeket is. Mennyibe fájnak a repülőgépek? Ilyen 500-ak. Én amondó vagyok, hogy inkább rombikat veszek, ami 1000-be kerül. Így. Meg még egy submarine-t. Így. Meg mivel úgyis kibővítettük a Yorktown-t, én amondó vagyok, hogy akkor veszek még egy vadászgépet, egy Wildcat-et, és rácuppantunk egy ilyent. Így. És akkor el is fogytunk presztízsügyileg. Esetleg még megbírjuk nézni Nimitznek a cuccait. Szóval azt mondja, 14 command pointot kapunk körönként. És akkor nézzük, hogy mit látunk itt. Gondolom, hogy itt egész mások vannak, mint a Blitzkriegbe. Able to fire for second time, allows summoning strategic, igen. All units undergo training program and have some experience from the start. Hülye vagy? Ide gyere. Oda nézd már, hogy csillagzik mindenki. Menjünk csak sorba. Mi van itt? Azt mondja, each attack against naval units reduce enemy attack and defense values by 1. Emergency repairs. At the end of your turn, anti-aircraft gun. Restore its full HP. Improved maintenance. All allied navy units 3 hex gain plusz 2. Each attack with the main gun applies 1 shell hole. Hülye vagy? Mi van itt? Mi ez? Aircraft do not lose move points when they land. Aha, jó. Az kell. Rombolók, mit tudtok? Scouting. Ó, hát ez olyan, mint a Blitzkriegben földerítők voltak. Azonnal kell. Utána majd kell ez, observant. Minden vacak kell. Minden is kell. Remélem nem nagyon fogom őket vesztegetni. Tenger alatt járó, mi van neked? Night Hunter. Has one more ammunition. Evasive maneuver. Added to all defenses. Az nem nagy valami, ugyebár. Upon activation, your next attack will... Ez aktiválós. Legyenek ezek éjszakaiak. Az equipmentjükben van valami, ami... Nem, ez csak spottingra van. No mindegy. Legyetek tik jók éjjel is én nekem. Vadászgép. All-weather. Szeretem mitigálni a zavaró tényezőket, ez pedig bombázó. Legyen nekik is all-weather. Így. Okés, szóval fiúk, lányok és egyéb váltó nemű LootMastaZ követők, mivel a Blitzkrieget jelen pillanatban szopjuk, így nekiállunk a Pacifickel játszani. Ahogy lássátok, ez kicsit más, mint az előző játék, tehát itt hajókra és repülőkre kell támaszkodnunk, a tankok és a repülők helyett. Érdekesnek tűnik a kampány, ahogy így elnézem. Tehát itt legalább egy térképen van az egész. Most megcsináltuk itt ezt a lenti részt Papua Új-Guineánál, a Salamon-szigeteknél, vagy Fiji, vagy Samoa, vagy melyik út ez most. Következő Midway, aztán az összes, föltételezem, hogy az összes híresebb ütközetben jelen leszünk. Marshall-szigeteknél, Marianna, Iwo Jima, Okinawa, Guadalcanal, itt van a Fülöp-szigeteken, Guam, ezek mind híres, mondjuk úgy híres ütközetek voltak a II. Világháború csendes-óceáni frontján. Remélem, hogy úgy nagyjából le lesz fedve minden. Oké, és akkor fiúk, lányok és egyéb váltónemű LootMastaZ követők, ennyi voltunk mára. Én még mindig széltoló vagyok, ti pedig vigyázzatok egymásra, magatokra, mindenkire, és találkozunk a következő videókban is. Na, szevasztok!